Hey up YouTubers, how are we? Something a bit different this week. Thought I'd get the bikes out of the garage. CX500 this week. If you'd like to know a bit of history about the CX500 and what this cafe racer sounds like, stick around, stay tuned. So this bike wasn't built by me, it was built by a local guy, Steve Shutt. Found it in a barn, I believe. Original, what, 3,000 miles on the clock. I'll show you the clock somewhere. Here they are. So that's the original clocks that came off it. Straight out of a barn, rusty as hell it was, so I believe. It's got a new speedo on it, which is now done 1,714 miles. So this bike is actually only done what, 5,000 miles. So YouTubers, here's a bit of information on this 1979 cafe racer. The CX500, including the GL500 and the 650 variants, were released by Honda back in the late 70s, with the production going all the way to the mid-80s. The design of the CX included some innovative features and technologies that were uncommon and unused at the time, such as liquid cooling, electric starting only, low maintenance shaft drive, modular wheels and dual CV type carburetors, which were tuned to reduce emissions. The electronic ignition system was separate from the rest of the electronic system, but the motorcycle could only be started via the start button. The CX series featured a crankshaft configuration aligned longitudinally with the axis of the bike, similar to the Moto Guzzi layout, unlike a boxer flat twin. The cylinders protrude on an angle above the horizontal. The included angle of the CX is 80 degrees and the heads are twisted by 22 degrees so the inlet tracks do not interfere with the rider's legs. A camshaft nestles at the bottom of the V-twin between the cylinders. Although Honda generally favours overhead cam engines, the cylinder head twist necessitated the use of the stubby push rods to operate the 4 overhead valves per cylinder with a forked rocker arm acting on each push rod. The 5-speed transmission is located below the crankshaft, both in the same housing, an arrangement that keeps the engine short, lengthwise, but quite tall. The engine has a 10:1 compression ratio and a 9,650 RPM redline, just the same as the Honda Goldwing. The transmission spins counterwise to the engine's rotation to help counteract the engine's torque tendency to tip the bike slightly to one side when the throttle is opened or closed. The CX was the first V-twin motorcycle that Honda ever built. It was initially designed as a 90-degree V-twin. Honda built a prototype of a CX350, but it was never released to the public. In that version, the cylinder heads did not have a cylinder head twist. In 1978, the CX500 standard had a larger fuel tank. The custom variant was introduced in 1979, and in 1982 the EC Sports version was released. The CX500 Turbo was released in 1982, with the CX650 Custom 1 year later in 1983. This was primarily for the US market. For the 1983 model, the engine of the CX500 Turbo was increased to 673cc. So with all that information overload, what does it sound like? Not a bad bike really, is it? To have a ride out for an hour or so, out for a coffee, not so far away. Guy who bought it off been all the way to Scarborough on it. So something a bit different this week. Hope you've enjoyed it. A few more stuff to get out in the garage in the next couple of weeks. Nothing much else you can do in lockdown, is there? Can't be riding them. Comment down below. Anybody who's got a CX500, anybody who's had one, rode one. Not the best in the world, but a lot of people are doing cafe racer styles with them. They're quite easy to do. Don't forget, subscribe button down there, ring that bell. Every time I upload a video, you'll get a notification. Thanks for all your comments, thanks for all your support. All the people watching the channel, anything you'd like to see, anything you'd like to hear about, give us a comment down below. As they say, thanks very much for watching. Be safe out there. We'll see you soon.